Hey guys, it's Renee from Raw Branded. Happy Friday! You made it to the end of the week. And I wanted to hop on here and give you the question of the day. If you hopped on here and let's say my lower third, or this guy over here, and all the bells and whistles, those things, let's say that these items weren't there. Would you know that it was me? Would you know? So hold that thought and just think about this. You're probably in one or more Facebook group, right? If you haven't jumped in at least one Facebook group, I advise you to do so just for the sake of connecting with other people. So you're probably in Facebook groups, and one of the things you probably noticed is there's a lot of conversations there. There's a lot of information that sounds the same, right? Same message, maybe same delivery, same tone. But then there's the one or two that jump out to you. I'm talking about the one or two people, the one or two posts that catch you by surprise, and you're like, you know what? I like what this person has to say. That person stands out. And the reason why they stand out is because they probably have a different voice, right? A different tone. They have a different delivery style. And it doesn't have to be exactly like your delivery style, but it's just something about it that just connects with you, you get that vibe. And that person, right, because we're all people behind the computer screen, that person is also sticking around to you because they're being a human. They're being human and not like a robot, right? We are not robots. So that's why having your brand voice, what's uniquely you, your unique tone, your unique way of saying things is important, just let me, it helps you to stand out so people don't forget you. And it helps you to just, because there are other people out there who will do what you have to do, but somehow the way you say it is what will stick up, make you stand out from someone else, basically. So how do we do this? First thing I want you to do is I want you to look around and note some examples. I want you to look around and note people who you really like the sound of. I'm not just saying, oh, their voice sounds nice. Not like that. But I want you to look around and take note of people who you like listening to them. Maybe they might be on here on Facebook going live. They may be on YouTube going live. They may be just in their copy. Look around for that inspiration and just note it down. Start listening. Start listening to what they say. What is making them special and unique to you? What is it about them that, makes them stop traffic, stop you on the scroll and makes you perk up and pay attention? Case in point, someone like, I don't know if you know of Gary Vaynerchuk at this point. He is such a big influencer that if you don't know him, I'm pretty surprised, but he's pretty well-known influencer, Gary V. Now, his personality is pretty hard-hitting. He curses a lot, he's very colorful with his language, and yet I vibe off of his message. I like what he has to say. Even though I'm not exactly someone who's, F-bombing every day, but I can still relate to and like his delivery. I like his tone of voice. It still resonates with me. Versus my friend here, I have a friend, we had this conversation, which is why I pulled this example. A friend of mine who, when I brought up, I've been watching Gary V's videos and, I'm really liking them. I kind of rediscovered them. And he said to me, I can't stand, and which I found interesting, right? But it's just because different folks, different strokes for different folks, as people say, not everyone is for everybody, right? So where one person who's an influencer, you may think, well, everyone's going to like that person. Not necessarily, some people may work for others while another person may connect with somebody else, right? So what I want you to do, once again, is go for an example. Look for someone who, you like their sound of their voice. And then I want you to put words to it. I want you to note their personality. Note what it is about them that you really like. And once again, put words to it. I want you to note, is that person quirky? Like some people. Is that person aggressive? Is that person authentic? I love that word, authenticity. Is that the word that really connects with that person or really describes that person? Note those things down. And then what I want you to do is to really dive even deeper than just noting down the words. I want you to think about that person. How are they showing up? What is it that they're saying? How do they deliver their message, right? Really, really pay attention to the tone, the words they use. Think of how they say it. How is it delivered? You know what I mean? Yes, it is the whole, physical aspect, but just opening up your ears right now and really listening to what they say. And it's not just visual. Think about content too. Just in Facebook groups, in any social media platform. How are they delivering their message, that person? And what is it about it that you like? Because what I want you to do is to then note these things, because you're going to mirror these things. Use them as inspiration, not to copy, right? You're not trying to pretend to be somebody else. That's not it. We're looking for inspiration to really focus and find our own voice in the sea of everybody else, right? You may pick up on different things and say, I like when this person says, this in this way or uses these phrases because that's what I would do. Or, I've said that before, but you just maybe never picked up on it because it's hard for us to analyze ourselves. But it is going to take that kind of analysis to really pay attention to what people are saying, what you like about what they say, and then that'll help you to hone in and find your voice, right? Because sometimes it's good to just see it reflected in other people. And the best thing about that too is once you find your voice, what is uniquely you, then you can consistently show up having your voice and you will be heard. That's the other piece of it. It'll ring true and other people will get it. The right people, the right clients, all right? Because like in the example of Gary Vee, I may think, I like Gary Vee, he's awesome. But my friend was like, oh, no. Right, but you can't be for everyone. So that's why it's so important to be specific and show up and make sure your brand voice is clear, right? And that will allow you to attract the right audience. So, that is my mission for you today. My task for you today is to go around and just spend the rest of today just picking up and paying attention to other personalities, other people, and note their voice and note what they're saying. That is my homework for you. And if you're still struggling here with finding your brand voice, I do encourage you to hop on a call with me. I want us to talk through this here, and we'll see if my coaching is right for you. I'll leave a link below. Do click on it. Love to talk to you further. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.